What is going on in the movie world? This week has been filled with some crazy movie news. I want to give 3 topics of what I thought would excited me or I thought was important to let you guys know. First, let's talk about the Supergirl trailer. I cannot wait for the DCU to take off even more. Supergirl trailer looks amazing. We got our first look at Lobo. Little sneak peek, but it was fine. He looks crazy. He looks ripped straight out the comics. Jason Momoa was born to play Lobo, and he looks fantastic. He looks great. Millie Alcock looks amazing as Supergirl. I love her tone. I love her voice. I see a lot of complaints where it's gonna be jokey. I don't see that. I see, yeah, it's gonna be lighthearted jokes, but it's still gonna have a tragic element. If you know the woman on Tomorrow's Story, you know it gets dark. So it looks great. We got our first little glimpse of Krypton, and it looks fantastic. I love the world building. It kind of reminds me of Star Wars mixed with Guardian of the Galaxy, which is not a bad thing at all. It looks amazing. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to the DCU to take off even more, and I'm very happy as a comic book fan. Next, I want to talk about, for me, it just dropped last night, Street Fighters. We got our first little teaser at Street Fighters, and I can't be more happy. I grew up off Street Fighters, like the watching tears having the little games and then putting the quarter and then playing Street Fighters on it. I can't wait for Street Fighters. Like, this looks amazing. I've seen a lot of complaints that it's like it looks goofy, but that's the point. I want Street Fighters to be goofy. Don't take it too seriously. Street Fighters was never serious. It's always been like goofy. Even in the old cartoon or the old movie that came out, which they didn't care. They leaned into the silliness and just gave us fun. That's what it looks like this movie is doing right now, just leaning into the silliness and giving us fun. Everybody looks exactly like the games, and it looks fantastic. I love the fighting choreography. I love the silliness. I love the music choice for the teaser. I just love it, and I can't wait to see more of Ken. Ken's my favorite character of Street Fighters. I'm just super happy that we get the Street Fighter movie, and they not taking it too seriously. They're leaning into the silliness, leaning into the goofiness, and also giving us great fights. Great. It looked like a great, I don't know the story, but it looks great. I just can't wait. And for the last topic I chose, I don't know what's going on with Warner Brothers, Netflix, and Paramount. It's a roller coaster. Things keep changing. Like, we saw that Netflix bought out Warner Brothers for $82 billion, which is crazy as itself. But now Paramount's trying to do a hostile takeover for $102 billion to gain Warner Brothers. It's exciting that people want Warner Brothers. I think Warner Brothers is the best movie studio, or just the best studio. I personally love Warner Brothers. I feel like they have a lot of IP, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, DCU, or even more. And I think it's great that people want to keep Warner Brothers together. I have mixed feelings on both sides. I do think it's great that Netflix do want Warner Brothers and have Warner Brothers for right now. I feel like they have a larger platform for people to gain, like, especially for the DCU, which is now starting off. You can put more shows on Netflix and you can gain much more of an audience, and also just have more Netflix to do. I don't feel like Netflix has anything going right now except for Stranger Things, which Stranger Things is amazing right now. But it would be great if Netflix get Warner Brothers, in which they can do a lot of things with them, like create a lot of more shows, use some of the IP that they're not even using, because Warner Bros. Has a huge library of characters that they don't even use. And I think it would be great for Netflix to do that. On the other hand, Netflix CEO do have a reputation of not having movies in theaters, and that's what ultimately scares me. I want movies to stay in theaters, and I hope Netflix do not just push everything to streaming. And Netflix has a habit of not marketing their movies or shows right, and Warner Bros. Is the best at marketing. So I think it's a perfect little balance. I just hope that Netflix just put movies in theaters and don't overstep on Warner Brothers. Paramount is also a fantastic company, and it would be great if Paramount have Warner Brothers and keep it under the same umbrella, keep it together. I just worry that if Paramount have Warner Brothers, they would neglect Paramount's own IP with Nickelodeon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Transformers, or any other characters or franchises that they have. I don't want them to overdo themselves by having two well-balanced studios and they forget movies or they cancel certain shows. That's my only problem with Paramount having Warner Bros. Other than that, I just want Warner Bros. To stay together, and I'm happy that either way it goes, it's gonna have its home. They don't have to split up. They don't have to get rid of HBO or get rid of Warner Bros. Discovery or get rid of DCU. They can just all stay in the same umbrella. Let me know what you think. Have you seen the Supergirl trailer? Have you seen the Street Fighter teaser? Or what do you think about the merger of Warner Bros. Under Netflix or even Paramount trying to get their hands on Warner Bros.? Don't forget to like and subscribe and see you next time on Here Reviews.